If you don't want ghosts in your house, then first subscribe to the channel.
My daughter's sleeping with me in my bed tonight. She kept saying that she was really scared of something in her room.
It's late at night and the mother is lying in bed next to her daughter. This isn't a normal sleepover. Her daughter is terrified. She refused to sleep in her own room tonight, begging to stay with her mom instead, saying something in her bedroom scared her.
I'm a little bit shaky. I don't know if you guys can tell, but
and judging by how shaky the mother's hands are while recording this, she's starting to understand why her daughter was so frightened. As she's lying there trying to calm her daughter down, she first heard something. A toy siren was going off in her daughter's room, and on its own. Nobody's in there. The room should be completely still and silent. But the siren keeps wailing, cutting through the quiet house like a warning. She gets up to check the room, camera still recording, hands still shaking. She needs to see what's causing this. She needs to understand why her daughter is so scared. And as soon as she arrives, another car starts playing on its own. And this car has a history, Mother states. This particular toy has terrified her for a while now, because it doesn't just move on its own, it responds, like it's listening.
so this is the same toy that used to go off in the past. And it's always terrified me since. Because I would ask it questions and it would answer with noises.
As soon as she stops talking about the car, she captures something that makes everything worse. A mannequin hand, just a prop. A hand used for displaying jewelry or gloves. It's been lying motionless in the room. But as she's filming and talking about how the car answers her questions, watch what happens. The finger lifts up and points, like it's raising its hand, like it's saying, yes, that's right, like it's confirming everything she just said about the toys answering questions. Look at the timing. She's explaining how the car responds to questions with sounds and movements. And at that exact moment, while she's describing this phenomenon, a completely different object in the room moves. A mannequin hand that has no batteries, no mechanism, no reason to move at all. One finger pointing up, like it's saying she's telling the truth. Her daughter refused to sleep in that room. A child who can't explain why she's scared just knows that something in there doesn't want her. And now, the mother understands. It's not just one toy malfunctioning. It's multiple objects activating in sequence. It's responses to questions. It's a mannequin hand agreeing with her while she films. Her daughter's fear was completely justified. On July 10th, 2025, a man receives a motion alert from his home security camera. He glances at it, sees it's just his dog triggering the sensor, and ignores it. That one decision, that single moment of dismissing the notification, would lead to something he never saw coming. What his camera recorded while he wasn't paying attention would change everything, and his dog would never be the same again. His dog is home by himself, just hanging out until his owner gets back. So, initially, when he sees that motion alert come through, he figures it's probably just a dog walking past the camera or something. Pretty normal stuff. He dismisses it without even looking at the actual footage, except later when he finally does watch what the camera caught. He realizes something happened in that living room that shouldn't be possible. Everything looks ordinary at the start. The dog is just doing normal dog things. Then something catches his attention. See how he freezes? He's focused on a specific spot in the room. Then, thunder, footsteps, and the dog starts growling. Here's the recording. Suddenly, the dog activates. First, he lurked into something. His eyes are locked on something above him, following it like you'd track a person walking across a room. Then, out of nowhere, something scary happened. The collar gets ripped off his neck. It doesn't slip off naturally. It looks like something forcefully grabbed it and pulled it away. After seeing this video, the owner started making sure his dog is never left alone in the house anymore. The dog isn't injured or anything, but he's clearly spooked. And apparently, whatever happened changed the dog's whole behavior. He used to be completely fearless. Now he's nervous in that room. Some viewers think the dog somehow wiggled out of the collar himself. That's a fair assumption. But the owner explains that this specific collar has a secure fastening system that doesn't just pop open. The only way to get it off is to manually unbuckle it and slide it over the dog's head, which requires hands and fingers to do it properly. And the owner also believes something was agitating the dog. Here's what gets me about this footage. That dog is clearly aware of something being in the room with him. He's not randomly looking around. He's focused. Dogs pick up on stuff we completely miss. They hear frequencies we can't hear. They sense energy we can't detect. And this dog knew something was there before it even touched him. Then, it got close enough to physically interact with him, removing his collar like a person would. The footage is right there. The dog's reaction looks genuine. But the final decision will be yours to decide whether it is just a normal video or something paranormal actually happened. Comment down your thoughts. And do not forget to subscribe for more such videos. Another video is shared by my father, who owns a storage unit filled with vintage collectibles, old toys, obscure items, things that are valuable to the right collector. And among all those items, there's one that stands out. A toy monkey. The kind you see in old horror movies. Creepy on its own, but worth a lot of money. At least, it would be if anyone was willing to buy it. Because there's a problem with this monkey. It doesn't stay still.
So, here is a video of me and my son visiting the old storage unit, where I keep all my fancy collectibles. I will say the place is rather frightening, especially the basement level of this facility. And here's the doll you've all been asking for close-ups of. I found this at a swap meet, and I immediately knew this was worth something. I've had a lot of skeptics argue with me, but I do believe it's cursed. And you'll see why in just a moment.
The storage facility itself has a reputation for being unsettling. Long hallways, flickering lights, That abandoned feeling you get in places where people store things they don't want in their homes. But this particular unit, it's the creepiest one in the entire building. And the father who rents it has been trying to get rid of that monkey for a while now. Because ever since he brought it here, strange things started happening. Objects inside the unit move on their own. Not just shifting, being thrown, knocked over, scattered around like something is rearranging the space when nobody's there. And it's not subtle. It's loud. Loud enough that employees at the storage facility keep filing noise complaints against him. They think he's secretly living in his unit. They think he's in there at night, banging around, moving furniture, causing a disturbance. So he sets up a camera, points it directly at the monkey and the surrounding items. If something is moving his belongings, if something is causing those noises the staff keeps complaining about, he's going to catch it on video. This is what the camera recorded.
But just watch the video for yourself.
The monkey was clearly moving, not falling, not tipping over from vibration. Its head turns and body shifts position, like it's alive. Like it's looking around the storage unit, checking to see if anyone is watching. This is exactly the kind of movement that would create noise. The kind of noise employees heard and blamed on the owner. The monkey repositions itself like it has joints and muscles. And remember, this is a vintage toy. These old mechanical monkeys had simple movements, clapping cymbals, basic rocking. But this is a deliberate, intelligent movement. This is something using the monkey, or something inside it. When the owner showed this footage to the storage facility employees, they were just as terrified as he was. Suddenly, the noise complaints made sense. Another haunted event captured at 7 in the morning. Singapore, when a bus driver starts his shift, like he does every day, checking the security camera feeds on his dashboard to make sure both decks of his double-decker bus are empty before he begins his route. Except this morning, when he glances at the monitor showing the upper deck, something makes him stop cold.
Pagi dah buat seram ah. Kau tengok ni Okey, kat atas ni ada orang kan. Kiwak betul lah. Pagi dah.
Look at the screen. The upper deck camera shows a figure sitting in one of the seats. The bus is completely still, parked at the depot. No passengers should be anywhere near it, let alone inside it. The driver stares at the monitor, trying to make sense of what he's seeing. How did someone get on his locked bus? And, more importantly, why are they just sitting there in the dark? His reaction is immediate. You can hear the fear in his voice. He's seeing something on camera that shouldn't be possible. He's telling someone off-screen to look at the monitor. There's someone upstairs, right? You see them too? He went upstairs and decides to check the upper deck himself.
Abi boleh ada orang kat atas kan? Sial kan, tak ada orang kan? Berderau darah aku lah, celaka betul lah. Aku puas jeritkan dia suruh turun tadi kat dekat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi sini. Pokemon betul lah.
He goes up to check, walks through the entire upper deck, and there's nobody there. Not a single person. The seats are empty. The aisles are clear. Whoever was sitting there on camera has completely vanished. Go back to the security footage. That's a clear silhouette of someone sitting in a seat, not a shadow, not a reflection. A person-shaped figure occupying space on that upper deck. The camera caught it. The driver saw it. But when he went to investigate, there was nothing there. The bus was locked overnight, parked at a secure depot. No passengers have boarded yet. His shift hasn't even started. So how does someone get on that bus, sit down in a seat, appear clearly on security camera, and then disappear completely before he could get upstairs? Who was the man or this spooky figure? Comment down your thoughts and subscribe to the channel. Another video is from TikTok, in which Ashley Catering installed a security camera in her basement to keep an eye on things while she's upstairs. Standard home security, nothing unusual. Until one night when the camera captured something that made her question what's really down there when nobody's looking. It is an image, a figure, something projected onto the wall that looks distinctly like a face or a person. It's clear, it's defined, and it shouldn't be there. When Ashley posted this video, the comments immediately jumped to the obvious explanation. Projector. Someone's messing with her. Maybe a neighbor's light shining through a window. Maybe she set this up herself for views. It would make sense. Projections create images exactly like this. Except Ashley anticipated that reaction. She filmed a follow-up showing exactly why that theory doesn't work.
I bet it was a projector. All I have is this. So, see, this is like a bookshelf right here, and this is the wall. See how it would turn?
She demonstrates the angle. For a projection to appear on that wall at that position, there would need to be a clear line of sight from somewhere, but there isn't one. Look at the image again, knowing the room layout. The figure appears on a wall that's blocked by a bookshelf. Light can't bend around furniture. Projections need direct paths. So, if there's no projector and no clear angle for external light to create this image, where did it come from? So what do you think? Is there a rational explanation she missed? Drop your verdict in the comments and subscribe for more such videos. Most paranormal activity leaves you with questions and doubt. Was it real? Was there a rational explanation? From child scary enough to refuse to sleep alone in room to mannequin finger lifts. And this sums up our video comment. Which case scared you the most? And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We all are very close to building a community of 1,000 members.